Yo, this is Fizo, and this is my very first video for Shoot the Messenger. So y'all can shoot the messenger. This first one is going to be reasons I wouldn't wife you, part 1, because I'm pretty sure I won't cover everything in this first one. But let's talk about it. One of the reasons that I wouldn't wife a female is because basically because her mind is fucked up, yeah, to say the least. A lot of chicks have this thing where they want to be treated like it's 1960, but basically you a 2019 hoe. Like at what? How does that? No, like we not doing that. We not fucking doing that. If you're gonna act like a hoe, that's usually what you get treated like. Like, that's just kind of how things work. If I was to act like a hoe, that's what hoes would treat me like. Like, that's period. But as a man, I am not going to sit here and okay certain things because you feel like it's okay, or you feel like you quote unquote got this. Absolutely not. We're not gonna do that. We're not. It's not happening. You can't tell me that, okay, I got 32 male friends and 2 female friends and everything's supposed to be sweet. Really? Nah, we're not wifing those friendly chicks. We're not, because that's way too uncomfortable for somebody like me. I'm not gonna do it. And y'all like to call it insecurities and shit like that. No, I'm not insecure, because I'm very well capable of taking care of any female. And I do not mean that monetarily, but I am territorial. What's mine is mine. I don't want another male around what's supposed to be mine, because as a male, I know how men think, and that in itself is a whole nother issue. Because when you tell a female, I know how men think, as a man, they automatically think that you just trying to feed them bullshit. No, I can tell you this because I have either seen it, lived it, or been around it for way too long. You can't, come on, man. It's just certain things that you can't tell a man as a man. Even as a female, it's a lot of shit I can't tell females, because why? You know, I don't know everything about chicks, but I've lived my entire life being a fucking man, so I can tell you, look, this is what dudes think, period. Like, that's just what it is. Like, it's not me trying to control. It's not me trying to ruin your life or your fun or no shit like that. But it's fucking real life shit. Another reason is because females automatically think that you're trying to control them when you're giving them free game. Look, these dudes that are friends, they will fuck you. They may not blatantly attempt to fuck you, but they will fuck you, because they dudes. They don't want to hear that shit. But I'm going to tell you, any chick that has a male friend that is not of the homosexual caliber, that nigga will fuck you. Period. If you offer him some pussy, I guarantee you, he will fuck you. You don't got to like it. You don't got to agree with it. Prove me wrong. Try me. Try it out. Go and see what happens. I'm giving you game on a serious fucking note. And that's why I can tell y'all, shoot the messenger. Because everything that I tell you is going to be for real, and you're probably not going to like that shit. If you are a female and you are not in a relationship, this is another reason why I wouldn't wife a chick. They have this, quote unquote, a real man will mentality. I don't play by them type of rules. For one, as a woman, because you've never been a man, you can't tell a man what a real man is. Let's take it a step further. If you really want to be real about the situation, most of the population especially of our ethnicity, we didn't even have men in our lives. So how can you tell me what a real man is when you've never experienced one yourself? Think about that. It's even hard for me to tell people what a real man is because I didn't have a male figure in my life like that. I had to figure the shit out on my own as time progressed. That's the basis of what being a real man in this day and age is. Figuring out what it is to be a real man on your own. You know how hard that shit is? I'm not about to sit here and I can't even call it advice because half of the time it's fucking criticism and it's negative criticism. A real man does this, a real man does that. And what women tend to do, and I caught on to this a long time ago, you use the man card to get your way. That's what women do. A real man does this. A real man eats pussy whenever and all of this other shit. First of all, that man ain't got to do shit he don't want to do except stay black and die if he's black. Other than that, that man ain't got to do shit. Oh, a real man takes care of all the bills. Says who? Which leads me back to the first point. This ain't 1960. And y'all act like 2019 hoes, period. It's just a new way of doing shit. Because everything that comes about, people have put way too much value on shit that's supposed to be priceless. A man gotta have this amount of money to get with me. A man gotta have that amount of money to even talk to me. Come on, man. That's why nobody really gets anywhere in these fucking quote-unquote relationships. This generation is so much about hooking up instead of actually being in a fucking relationship. It's goddamn ridiculous. And then you got all of the older people that should be teaching these motherfuckers the right way. They too caught up in wanting to be in the now that they can't even think for them fucking selves. So yeah, nah, you not about to sit here and tell me what a real man does. I'ma show you what a real man is. Whether you choose to accept it or not, it's up to you. But other than that, we not having that. Because to be real with you, a real man is not gonna sit here and let you just tell him what he should and should not do from a female's perspective just because you feel like that's the right way to go, without anything backing what it is that you're saying, without any real evidence that this is what a real man is. Because to be real with you, a lot of y'all sense of what a real man is the opposite of the type of motherfuckers that you've been choosing for so long. All of these baby daddies and shit that you chose that was wrong for you. So now you think a real man is the opposite of what that man did to you. Stop. Cut it the fuck out. Because that's bullshit. You want everybody to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Molded around your thought process. There's so many dudes out here that's too fucking bitch made to stand on their own 2 feet in front of a woman because all they see is vagina. They'll do exactly what you tell them to if you got a vagina. That's a few reasons why I would not wife a chick. Your mindset is too much like that of a lost individual. You want to think like a man. I'm gonna tell you right now, as a man, I'm not attracted to female with men tendencies, females with men thought processes. If that was the case, I'd be a fucking homosexual, and I'm not. So with that being said, don't do that shit. Stop thinking like that. When y'all figure out how to be women again, because y'all have lost your femininity, once you figure that out again, then we can come back around to this discussion, and then we can possibly figure out how you could get into a longer lasting relationship, one that has meaning to it and shit like that. You know, let's try that and see how that works out for you. Fizo, I'm the messenger. Feel free to shoot me at any point in time.